St. Louis has a rich past that has been touched by many different cultures. The city has made parts of each culture their own. One such culture that is easily seen in many of St. Louis traditions like Mardi Gras is that of the French. When Pierre Laclede Lagousse needed a place to start his fur trading business in the New World, he selected St. Louis. It was the perfect location, near the meeting of the Missouri and the Mississippi rivers, but not prone to flooding like other plots of land around. He could also trade with the Native Americans in the area. The fur trade Laclede started would later jumpstart St. Louis's fashion career. Because of all the fur and leather trading, St. Louis was home to many international fashion businesses. But business wasn't the only thing Laclede brought with him. Laclede brought Auguste Chouteau with him as his scout. Chouteau was only 14 years old. Eventually, he got into the fur trading business like his stepfather Laclede. He also became a judge, a colonel, president of the Board of Trustees of St. Louis, a banker, owned the most land in St. Louis, and was the wealthiest citizen of the city. The two of them named the location after Louis IX of France, patron saint of then-present King Louis XV. The building of St. Louis began in 1765, but was officially founded a year prior. At this time, the land St. Louis sat on was underneath Spanish rule thanks to the Treaty of Paris in 1763, which ended the French-Indian War, also known as the 7 Years' War. The war was fought between the British and the French, and in a peace treaty, France had to relinquish all of its territory in the mainland North America. This was strategic for the British because it ended foreign threat to the British colonies. St. Louis was under Spanish rule for 37 years and still maintains much of its culture. But while it was under their rule, they faced many troubles, including the harsh and unforgiving Midwest weather and attacks from neighboring British and Native Americans. Before any European settlers found the new area, Native Americans founded possibly one of the most significant pre-European Native American sites in the United States. Before the monolithic mounds were flattened in the 1800s, the new city, St. Louis, was nicknamed Mound City. A few mounds still exist about 8 miles outside of St. Louis in Collinsville, Illinois, but that's another culture story for another day. Now today, the influence of the first settlers of St. Louis can be seen mostly in the Soulard neighborhood.
This neighborhood is called Soulard, and it has one of the biggest French traditions in the entire country happening right here on this street. It's Mardi Gras. It's the second largest Mardi Gras in the entire United States, second only to Louisiana and New Orleans. And this is where it all happens. But as you can see, the architecture is beautiful, and it's these row houses that are made of brick. And one of the interesting things about St. Louis is a lot of its buildings are made out of brick because of its rich limestone mines, which they put into their bricks. So it's one of the most common building materials in this area.
The similar neighborhood of Lafayette Square is chock full of French charm. From the cafes to the row houses, Lafayette Square is similar, though totally different from Soulard. Where Soulard is home to one of the craziest parties of the year in the country, the residents of Lafayette Square are more refined, and their neighborhoods hold wine and chocolate bars. While many other immigrants have made St. Louis their home, the city stays true to its past in honoring the founding fathers of St. Louis in the best way they know how: parties.